genuine question,
bro. Of course, I'm not. I don't agree about the quad and thinking we can
yeah,
get the
that's it.
quad
That's it.
because ultimately it's more than just us. For me, it's more than just a squad thing. Like I've seen Real Madrid squads that are absolutely stinky in my eyes, and they've gone on to win. They'll win the league or they'll win the champs because it's more than just the player. I feel like the whole is like it's a mentality thing. The managers, the squad, I don't think the whole fan base believes it quite yet, and I think that's something that you need to get these certain games over the line, the finals or the semi-finals of these games to get over the line. So that's why I don't think as of yet, when we start winning things, maybe we have a season or two of continual winning, then maybe it will start to become more of a thing that will gain. Is it right now? I don't think they're quite ready, but. What I want to ask you lot, and you two Hooks as well, if Arsenal won next season, yeah, if Arsenal won the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, or came second, would you be happier or unhappier than if Arsenal just won the league and that was it? Which would you prefer?
I prefer we just win the league personally.
It's the league, innit? And this
Yeah.
is, and I agree. I think it is just the league for me. That's why when people are saying like, "Oh, he needs to just win something," and this and that, I get he does need to win something, but I think that's more for to shut the rivals up than for the fans, because a lot of the fans, bro, I would if we didn't see. Obviously, I want to do well in these competitions. I want to I don't want to see us go out to some shit team in like the second or third round, or put a second squad out and hope that we go. I want to see us go properly in these competitions. But ultimately, the league's what I want. I'll keep it real. If anything but the league or the Champions League, I think that's a step above though. But for me, the league is what I need. An FA Cup and a Carabao, yes, I'll celebrate, but next season I'll be like, I want the league. Like, you know what I mean? I think the league's the most important thing. So all of this trophy talk, yeah, we need a trophy, but league, that's what you man should be focused on. Don't be telling me about no Carabaos. Keeping keeping the lights on and that. We're not here for that. We're here for the big trophies.
Well, I
keeping the
see
lights
that.
on.
You know what?
Like,
That's a lot of sense. Go on.
Casey, I genuinely feel like you're spitting facts. I feel like you're at that point where you're going to need a big trophy for your own sanity. It's not rather that's what you think Arsenal at a point where they need to go win a big trophy.
We was there.
I agree.
We was there.
I agree. I think you do need to go and win a big trophy. Again, how many times do we give you the 20 years thing? Like, it's been way too long since you win one of the big, I say the Premier League, let's say. But what I will say is that when you're not winning the big two, because bro, like, you can finish second, you can mount a charge and finish third. These things can happen in the Premier League, especially if how competitive it can be in the running. But what you should also do as a big club like Arsenal Football Club, in my opinion, is also be in for other trophies simultaneously. So if you don't quite get over the line, but you walk away with an FA Cup, like, it's not like you lot are settling for fourth and winning the FA Cup. There's a big difference. Big difference.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Challenging for the title, and maybe walking away with a Carabao, and then maybe walking away. Do you know what I'm saying? If you
I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't want to see.
I want you not to win the league
because you know what it is. If you do fall short and it gets to the point where Saliba leaves or Saka, he can't keep playing year in year out without cover.
Next year, those conversations. Obviously, this year there's been a little banter about it. City want Arteta, Barcelona want Arteta. That you had to shut. But soon, bro. Next year, a lot of players are coming to that year left when they start the season. Or they're in the last two, they need a new deal, and now it's like, should I sign one? Should I not? Options, rare. Big teams are gonna start coming. The Real Madrids of these worlds, the Barças, the PSGs, the Bayern, like all of these teams are gonna start poking around because we have elite players, bro. I'm not gonna front. We have elite players, bro. A lot of these players, the Odegaards, the Sakas, these players could get taken, bro. And when people start offering, it will start testing, bro. Especially, and it makes it harder to keep these players if we're not winning, bro.
All right, so just on a genuine question kind of thing though, Cooks, do you kind of agree? Like, do you feel like it has to be one of the big two, or do you feel like it's okay to win maybe a Carabao or FA Cup to then at least stop the haters, or you just completely know it needs to be a Premier League? It like at the end of the day, like what Kay said, conversations will start to happen in the next year or two. Where are you standing with that? Because I don't know. I feel like it's a very interesting conversation about what trophy Arsenal need to win as well. Like,
I'll be real, like from the rivals' perspective, I don't really care in it because like I've got like 20 plus years having to deal with the same trolls, so I don't really mind in it on that front. But I do believe that the players themselves, I don't think they'd be happy with an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup. Like, I think that they're all seeking that big trophy, like the league and the Champions League, just so they know, like, okay, we're at that level. And then from when they win it once and they're like, okay, we're at that level, we was able to do it, we was able to conquer man and win it, I think that will supercharge the belief and we'll just push on from there and go back to being a team that every season we're either up there or winning an FA Cup or not a League Cup because we don't win it too often. But so we need the big trophy. I want the big trophy. I'll be real. Like, part of me hasn't really cared too much that we've gone out of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup quite early because I've seen my club win bare of the domestic trophies in it. Like,
not that you haven't won a Carabao in a long time, but I know what you mean by
the FA Cup. Like, do you know what? Me personally, I've never cared about the Carabao Cup. To me, the Carabao Cup was always just the like hand-me-down trophy, the super dusty trophy. Like I've never cared. The Carling Cup, never cared. That to me, that's the trophy that Tottenham should be aiming for. That's not a my club trophy, innit? So you get me. My club thing is FA Cup. Like, you know, we've won the most FA Cups and that. Do you know what I mean? That heritage.
For how long? For how long? We're one behind you.
How long? What?
How long are you gonna hold that record? We're one behind you.
How long? I hear it, but right now we hold the record. So
yeah, that's true.
I can worry about that when we no longer hold the record, innit? But as it stands right now, we hold the record, and it's not guaranteed that you man win the next season. So, do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a moot point. It kind of don't matter right now.
Can I have a prediction? But after you finish,
yeah. So, basically to answer your question, we need to win either the Premier League or the Champions League, and I feel like we have about 2 years max. So this season and one more season to prove to the players that we're able to do it. If not, I can see a lot of them jumping ship to visit.
Yeah, I wouldn't even give it. I'm not gonna lie. My thing is, I wouldn't even give it 2 seasons. I'll give it 1 season. I'm
you
not
think
joking.
after this season,
bro? The contracts it'll be 2025. Saliba will have 2 years left. Saka will have 2 years left if they ain't signed a new deal by that time, and a couple other players that you love. I'm just saying, innit? Real Madrid will come sniffing for that. You know, they have to pay a hefty fee and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying Saka would leave, innit? But I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't tempted. Yeah. You know, Jim Ratcliffe, you know, Brexit means Brexit. Let me know. Just saying, innit? I think you lot definitely need to do outside. I would rather you lot win the league this year. I don't care what any other man say over Man City. I need a year where Man City don't win shit. Actually, a few years where they don't win shit. I'm tired of them winning. I need the one that sit next to me to be dusty and stuff, so I can talk down on him. Not the other way around. Do you know what I mean? I've had enough.
I think it will take. It'll take a bit longer than
that. No, I've had enough. I've had enough of them winning every year.
I personally don't see the issue with Arsenal saying they want just the Prem and they don't want any of the smaller cups. I get it from a trophy perspective. Not walk before walk before you can run. Don't run before you can walk and whatnot. But I generally agree on that Arsenal thing where you guys have come close enough to the league where that should be the standard right now. That 100% should be the standard for Arsenal Football Club to go for that league. I think you guys are absolutely correct in thinking a cup isn't really good enough. It's good enough to keep the lights on, but it's not good enough to say this is an absolute total success unless literally you lose out by another point and win a cup double. I think that's a successful season for Arsenal because then you kind of just go again. You kind of just go again, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Literally. Pick up where you left off, and
you pick yourselves up, dust yourself, go again, and Paul, you're gonna have to endure the jokes of losing it. But again, if you walk away with a cup double, you wouldn't hear too much banter from me personally, because a cup double is a cup double at the end of the day. And if you are this close to winning the Prem, in and amongst that, bro, you go again. You go again. Now, if you go again without winning nothing, this is again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is good to have that sort of comfort blanket and let's not forget to instill a winning mentality in the team it still counts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think the other smaller trophies aren't completely worthless. There is definitely worth in installing a winning mentality, because some of the players that you have, Casey, ain't really played in big finals like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really played in big finals.
I'd say the big finals for me, the Carabao's only benefit for me is that it's obviously said and done mid-season, and I feel like you said, the winning mentality thing, I think that helps it. Winning a trophy mid-season kind of gives you that. Even if a team's not playing
Wembley,
well,
bro.
it kind of gives you that momentum.
Bro,
If you're playing well, this is what I'm saying.
It's
This
at
is what I'm
Wembley,
saying.
and it's a fight. Yeah, bro. Like,
It's a final. It's
what's
at
this?
Wembley, but I think
What's this?
ultimately, well,
What's that Wembley final? Champions League?
No, Carabao.
we're just saying that.
Oh.
We're saying that some of the Arsenal players haven't actually experienced that big final, the penultimate moment where literally any kick can win or lose you the game, kind of thing. I feel like that's what I'm saying. There is value in winning the FA Cup. There is value in.
I'm
winning
gonna lie though, Arsenal's second team's looking kind of good still.
But anyway, let's get to these super chats. Big up Michael Ramsey with a super chat. He goes, "What will Arsenal fans' excuse be next season?"
Sack Arteta, bro. If you don't win nothing, you gotta get rid, man. I think sometimes you gotta reach for the stars. I think there'll be available managers in. Obviously, we like to if buts and maybes, but they should be available.
Do you know what it is?
Sometimes you gotta let go of your love for one person. If he can't get you over the line, if you got such a good squad, you give it over to somebody else, innit? And I think that's fair to say at this point, innit?
No. Cass,
What?
Listen. If Arteta gets sacked, leaves, whatever, brother, he's gonna go to one of the top teams in the world, be it Man City, be it Real Madrid, be it Barca. I'm talking about not the best at the moment, but they're big. He'll go to one of those teams and he'll win everything.
Really?
Why? Because he's an elite manager. Any of your clubs would take him.
Not elite,
Any of your clubs would take him.
He has to win the elite to be elite, bro.
He's not elite.
Montel, if Arteta was sacked to Arsenal, would you have him at Liverpool? Yes or no? Just an honest answer.
Yeah, I would.
You take a punt. That's the same with you.
But I wouldn't.
Probably
Again,
not.
I wouldn't.
Probably not.
I wouldn't sit here and say. I wouldn't sit here and say he's elite though. For me, he wouldn't be at the top of my list. If we appointed him, I wouldn't be like, oh shit. But I wouldn't be like, oh my god, we've got an elite manager. Arteta is not an elite manager. He has to prove.
He's got elite potential though.
You have to, elite potential, but you have to prove that. Let's get to the next super chat. Big up Mishare. Again, sorry if I got the name wrong. So what's everybody's expectation for Arteta? Because in my opinion, if he wins nothing again, it's uncomfortable conversations. We was pretty much just talking about that now, to be fair. So a great time into the super chat. We are going to have to move on in a second. But again, big up everyone in the chat. We have 327 people in the chat right now. And of course, we're only sitting on 149 likes. That is less than a 50% like ratio. And for the BSB community, I'm transparent. We're going to need a little bit more. Let's be honest. The like total today is 200 likes. And we're still 50 away from that. Man, I just don't think it's that. Man, is it good enough? I don't really think it's good enough, if I'm honest.
I can't lie. It's looking like Arsenal's trophy cabinet.
That's crazy.
There's a little something there, but there's not enough. There's a little something there, but there's not enough. You know what I mean?
That's a little something.
Cheeky, that's very cheeky. That's very.
Things with Spurs.
Right now, you're a spicy Tottenham.
Stop it. Even you don't believe that.
In your lifetime, you're a spicy Tottenham. Tell me I'm wrong.
In my lifetime.
Basically, yeah, but you ain't seen that
in
much.
my lifetime,
you
bro.
Haven't seen that
I'm not one of these little men that were born in like 2006.
You're my brother's age. Wait, my brother might be a little bit older. I know facts. You're born what 1990, 91. You barely see shit. You barely seen anything. Stop it. You're now. You're moving like a spicy Tottenham.
What? I've seen bare FA Cups. I've seen 3 Premier Leagues. I've seen 2 doubles. I've seen an invincible season. Like I was not born in 2006.
Yeah, I feel like Hooks is the Robbie the wrong one for that one. But yeah,
bro, like I said, in
saying
lifetimes, you know what? Maybe I'm being a little bit of a sport brat in it, yeah. But I'm just saying, in it, seen enough personally. But I'm just gonna say, is that
United? We can talk about the history thing, and it's all good and well. But like you said, we don't want to have a history.
You know what they say about the old days?
The old days.
The old days.
That